Good to see you. It's been a long time. But we are jumping into our next series, into our next matchup. Here we go. Now, I do have a story to tell as to why we're jumping into this series. But let's go. Spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have our Danish Protoss player. We have our blue Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss. It is Creator. Now, I do apologize, we were going to cast Hero versus Geralt, but they did begin without us, so bit of a feels bad, man. Yeah, unfortunately, we missed the lobby, we missed their series. They were really fast to do their vetoes, so unfortunately, we missed them. So I was a little bit anxious and concerned that we were just going to go on a break, but this series just started, and it's in the same area of the bracket. The Hero versus Geralt and MaxPax versus Creator, they all lead into each other, so ideally we wanted to follow Hero into Geralt, but again, we did miss it. At least we have this first series, though, to make up for it. As we're getting into our PvP. If you're a Terran fan in the chat, and I'm sure many from Vindicta stream are, we will be casting some Terrans later on, don't you worry. We'll get to the Terran matchups in the upper semifinals. Eventually. We'll get there, But thank you so much, Miguelito. Thank you. Hope you had a great time. Saludos desde Mexico. Oh my god. Ay. Good to see you. Saludos. Oh, sorry, I was catching up with the chat as well. Needs to bring back Sentimiento Latino. True. It feels bad, man. Feels bad. Unfortunately, unfortunately, the Latin American scene has shrunk quite a bit over the years. It's not as big as it once was. So I don't know if it would be possible to bring back Sentimiento Latino, but it would be nice. It'd be nice, 100%. We got to call up that king. Got to call him up. Make him run it again. Run it back. A ver, pato, habla español. Capa. But for the most part, we're going to be settling in. We do have our initial opener here. It's going to be a Gate, a Cyber expand, or I should say Gate, Cyber into Stargate into an expansion here at a MaxPax. Creator himself going for a similar build as well, and we are entering Phoenix Wars. Here we go. We do scout each other. We're fully aware of what's going on. Phoenix Wars, they have begun. Phoenix is from one end, Phoenix is from the other, and in this stage of the game, you cannot stop Phoenix production. MaxPax does get the better trade. He does poke in, but again, with mirrored builds, with Stargate openers, you cannot make an Oracle in this position. You have to make Phoenixes. As the first adept does make its way towards the main. Oh, one probe goes down. The Zeld as well. So again, better pickles here from MaxPax. Chipping away at that wall. Likewise, you see Creator across the map, trying to bust in. So all these Phoenixes, yeah, these adepts, these Zelds are going to be cleaned up from both sides. Creator, he does escape. Does pull away. Currently, the Phoenix count is neck and neck. We're even with each other. The big power spike that we're looking for is this, the second Stargate. So second Stargate is on the way for Creator. Also, my apologies if you're in the chat. Predictions. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. So we do jump into our PvP. The only stream in Spanglish. Exactly. El único Spanglish stream. Oh, no. Yeah. So now MaxPax moving out. Oh. Again, we're even on Phoenixes, but who stacks first? Good moving in. Gets a couple of shots off. Not bad. Gets a couple of shots off. MaxPax, he pulls away. Again, the reality is that if one Phoenix goes down, if one Phoenix gets caught, then that can just be game then and there. That's how unforgiving Phoenix Wars can be. MaxPax getting into his own second Stargate. Currently, the Phoenix count is actually in favor of MaxPax by 1. Oh, they do stack. No major engagement. Not yet. MaxPax looking for an opening. Now, the reason why you want your Phoenixes to stack is that if they stack, they all shoot at once. If they're spread like this, then they do automatically kind of spread out, which means if they do engage, then half the Phoenixes don't fire. So stacking is so crucial, as you can see. Oh! They do stack with each other to get those volleys off. No major engage yet. Again, just very tense here, and we're waiting to see who shoots first. That's MaxPax flirting with the idea. Pokes in. Up! Does engage. Creator shoots first. We commit. Trading 1 for 1. And we back off. we back off. Aye. Oh no! MaxPax, I think he will get the better of this trade. Does pull away for now, though. Does pull away. Looking at the unit slots here. 3 for 4. Yeah, MaxPax does have the better trade. It does pick off 1 extra Phoenix. And MaxPax is now up 2 Phoenixes. Aye. Again, that was just a really awkward trade or awkward engagement from Creator. So MaxPax does take a lead, and Creator is in a rough position. Oh, losing another! That's too much. That's too much. MaxPax at this one, he can just commit. He can just commit in. Behind this fleet beacon is on the way. That should be for Phoenix range. For Annual Pulse Crystals, there we go. First for Creator. A little bit more delayed here for MaxPax. Now, Phoenix range is a big upgrade because it does guarantee that you should get the first volley off as the player with that extra range. Does guarantee the first shot, but MaxPax still has the greater numbers. Yeah, it does go in, and MaxPax, he can just overwhelm. Yeah, he will. Yeah, as Creator, he just cannot keep up, and he's lost everything. And again, this is all because he lost 1 extra Phoenix earlier. So he does lose everything, he does lose control, and he cannot recover. Yeah, he cannot recover. GG gets called. The game ends then and there, and MaxPax will take game number 1. Whew, GG. As a reminder, the game was decided when they engaged outside of the third. There was that one fight where Creator didn't stack. Creator, he didn't stack, he engaged, and because of that, he did lose his first Phoenix faster than his opponent, and MaxPax took a Phoenix lead. He was up by 2. He was up 2 Phoenixes because of some slip-ups there from Creator, and with that, MaxPax, he could just snowball out of control from there. Again, all it takes is to have 1 or 2 Phoenixes above your opponent, and that's just game. That's just game then and there. There are some ways to recover, like Phoenix range, for example, but that didn't come into play. And now we're getting into game number 2. It's going to be on Amygdala. Let's go. I need a shirt saying that all my Spanish I learned from the Cranky Ducklings. Oh no, not like this. Not like this. We don't say too much Spanish here on the channel. I mean, I did translate the Vortex interview during HSL, I guess. True. Did have a rough live translation, which was fun. There were also animals during that interview, by the way. There were animals. It was fun. My Terran Connoisseurs. Oh no. But we are getting ready here for game number 2, and we'll see how this story ends as we are going to be loading into Amygdala for that second game. But I know Darking, he has expressed some interest in running Sentimiento Latinos again, but we'll see. I think there is definitely value in that, especially like thinking bigger picture. So if the HSL continues, and it will, there's going to be another HSL at the end of the year. If the Hispanic StarCraft League continues, then I do see value in holding like regular tournaments, regular like HSL cups for that sort of thing, to like keep people invested and keep people competing, and make their own circuit. I mean, it's what the Brazilian scene successfully did, right? Like we have Amantes, we have Host Open Cups, and we have Code for Giants Cups as well, and that's all leading into a big offline finals that's happening in June. In June, we have confirmation. June is going to be the offline finals for the Brazilian scene, and it's really cool to see what they accomplished together. It's a little bit different because specifically it's for Brazil, like it's all in the same country, so it's easier to host an offline finals. More difficult for Latin America and more difficult for HSL, just because countries are all around the world as opposed to everything being centralized in Brazil. But yeah, they did a lot together. So there's definitely something to learn from that. But for now, though, we're jumping in. We're jumping into game number 2 and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Amygdala. We have the Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player from South Korea down in the series. We'll see if he can recover. We'll see if he can bounce back and make a series out of this and force the ace match. It is Creator. Go. All right, jumping in. I think I'm okay to share this information, but that Brazilian finals is going to be the 21st of June. Let's go. 21 de junio. And we have the open stages, or the earlier stages, that are going to be taking place online at the end of April. I say end of April, like next week, and also May as well. So we're going to have to reorganize ourselves to open up our schedule for that. But exciting times for the Brazilians. Meanwhile, we do have our opener. Once again, it's going to be a gate into Cybercore, into Stargate, into expansion. So MaxPax going for the same build. Yep, there's that Stargate. Meanwhile, Creator goes for a 2-gate opener. So Creator, he has the option to 1-base all in. Does have the option. He could otherwise try and go for a 3rd and 4th Stalker and get an expansion and try to punish MaxPax. We can see Creator does go for the pylon block. He will delay, at least attempt to. Does force out the Zealots, and Creator, he will confirm the Stargate. He will confirm. As MaxPax does take the expansion, Adepts are moving out. Stargate about to finish up before that Oracle, and again, Creator, he is in a bit of trouble here. The pressure is on. Creator, he does skip his Stalker. Okay, so Creator, he opens up triple Stalker, not quadruple Stalker, and he goes for a faster Nexus. So Creator is trying to catch up and trying to keep up economically. Creator, he will intercept the Adept. Stalkers, they poke out, and he can apply some pressure here. Can apply some pressure. Let's pull away. Gets a couple of hits in, gets some hull damage done on the Zealot. The Zealot is going to go down. Stalker takes a lot of damage though, and here comes that Oracle. And he wants that Stalker. Oh, yeah, does want it. And he's going to get it as well. And the Stalker does go down, massive pickoff, going for the second Stalker. Creator getting caught with his pants down as he will lose both Stalkers. Proxy Pylon across the map. Twilight Council almost done. Are we going for a Proxy Dark Shrine? The problem here that it's difficult to really make that work because there is a detection available with these Oracles. Instead, Blink is on the way. Blink is on the way. I would imagine a hidden gateway and maybe a 4-gate 2-base all-in out of Creator. We got 2 gates on the way for MaxPax, getting up to a 3-gate setup. What are we doing with the proxy? What's the plan? What is the plan of both players getting into Blink? There's that 3rd gateway for Creator. Yep, it's going to be proxied. So 3rd gateway proxied. I'm picturing a 4th gateway at this point. Or we're going for the stasis. Creator, he does pull away. Oof. Gets 2 caught. Going for another. Oh my god. Goes for another massive connection. Gets what? 5 in total. Gets 6 in total. Very nice damage. The Oracle does slip away. And so far, Creator is still just sticking with 3 gates. And MaxPax does expand. So MaxPax is being a little bit greedy here. He's rushing into a 3rd expansion. Meanwhile, Creator can turn this into something more aggressive here. Can turn up the heat and move out. We'll see if he commits. So now he's still building up. Still massing his army. MaxPax setting up defensively with stasis traps. Yep, there's a fourth gate. So fourth gateway is on the way. So Creator, he throws out extra gateways instead of expanding. He's pushing. Looks like Creator, he's set up to expand with his army. So Creator is moving out. We'll see what he can get done. Here comes a reinforcing pylon. Again, he's pushing towards the expansion. Towards the Nexus. Currently, Creator, he does have the army lead. So he's got the larger army. He's got the better production. The larger production. And we gotta go. A fifth gateway. Okay, fake expansion. No expansion. There's no expansion. There's no third base. It is a 2-base all-in. Getting up to 5. Oh no! Getting up to 5 gates. Stasis Trap does connect. Ay, ay, ay. And before Creator can really pull this off, MaxPax, he moves in. He moves in. A better concave, better setup. He takes down the Stalkers one after the other. The slow warpins are denied, and Creator is being shut down before it can really get going. Not like this, Papi. Not like this. He was gearing up for the all-in, and he gets completely shut down. Stasis Trap does run out, but these are brutal losses here for Creator. Again, his advantage was meant to be the supply, the army. He's losing that advantage. Speaking of Creator, he still has the larger Stalker count. Moving in. There's a recall back home. And the longer this goes on, the worse it is for Creator. So he has to end the game here and now. Decent blink control. Blinks are solid. Oof, but bleeds out a Stalker. They're still trying to reinforce. Baits out the stasis. And there's a shield body finishing up. Yeah, it does barely finish. Our boys are being pulled. And MaxPax, he's holding. He's holding, he's shutting this down. Bleeds out some probes, that is true, but he takes down the Stalkers. His own Stalkers are quite low though. Very low. Better concave for MaxPax. A better arc. Oof, shuts down the army, and Creator is just running out of steam. He's running out of Stalkers. We have 6 left. GG gets called, and MaxPax, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Again, just a really rough setup there from Creator. I do like that he faked out the expansion, that he went for a 2-base all-in, but it was just really unfortunate that he just ran and took the stasis to the face. I just ran into the stasis, took it to the face, and in that one moment, MaxPax swung everything in his favor. He was able to fight ahead of time, he was able to engage, shut down the Stalkers, and he was able to take advantage of the now suddenly smaller army. Creator, he had the larger force, he had more Stalkers, he had the bigger army, but that didn't matter once the stasis did pop off. Once it popped off, GG. GG, well played. With that, MaxPax, he will claim the series, and now we are getting ready for our next matchup. We're getting ready for our next series. Let's go.